is the school that we used to play football against. Oh, it's now a heating place. That was a school. And just on the left here where this red car is, the first shop used to be a butcher's shop. Now it's Happy Walk. But that was a butcher's shop. And I tried desperately to get a Saturday job there. Because I lived in this area until I was 14. And just on the left here, that's where Dubmeyer School used to be. And that was the very first proper school I went to. And on the right here, the dental surgery, and that's where my mum worked. Fencehouses dental practice. She worked there as the dentist receptionist for years. Now, I've mentioned that there were 2 episodes where I experienced near death. The first one at Easington Lane, where I got German measles in a temperature that high. But here's the second one. The street that I've just moved off from. It was at this junction here where I ran from the front street. Bloody dogs. Ran from the front street to see a guy who lived in that house there, and I was ran over by a wagon here. Broke my leg, fractured my skull. Just there. 50 years ago. Blimey. Bloody hell. The ghosts. Whoo. And that's where we lived. 55 Rose Avenue, where that car is parked there. Used to be a garden with a cross in it. And my dad brought some stones from near the beach at Seaham Harbour, and he didn't realise that it was illegal. He nearly got charged because of it. But that top right window was my bedroom. And after I'd been knocked down, this is where we came back to after I'd had my plaster taken off. And I used to look at my mother from that small middle window walking to work when I'd made up an excuse I didn't want to go to school. And I would sit on the toilet, so she had to leave. And so I was left in the house on my own. Don't know what the hell I got up to. But it was also on these streets where I learnt to smoke. Walking around. Picking up the dumpers and lighting them. That house was also where I saw my mother cheating with another man. The dog was barking and I came downstairs and she was stood at the back door with another fella with his hands on her ass. And in that bottom right window is the front room, and that's where I was told my parents were divorcing. A lot of memories in that house. I lived there for 12 years. I lived there. And in the back there, that's the back kitchen, and it's where my mother had a knife in her hand and shouted at my father, "Get away from me, you bastard." So this street is where I used to walk down all the time. Walk up and down, run up and down. Just on the right there, I don't know if it'll still be there, it was the road to the playground with the swings. No, they're long gone. But as you got to the bottom of this road, where you see the thermal stuff on the top, that was a children's home. And my best pal, Kevin Thorogood, with his brother and sister, lived there. Oh fuck, no, that was it. That was it there. That was it there. That was the children's home. And we used to go all over here. All over here. 12 year, 13 year. Can't remember exactly how long. But I've walked these streets for miles. Or for hours, should I say. At the end of here, we're going to turn right, because down here was another pit. Lumley D pit. I have heard it's been knocked down. But just at the bottom of this bank on the left, that was the cafe, and everything from the pit was there. That's all getting knocked down, as you can see. Ah, it's still up. Just after this bridge on the left there, there's a building, and it's going to be behind these gates. And that was Lumley D Pit Baths. And it was in those baths there that I became the youngest person in Britain to achieve the Gold Personal Survival Swimming Award. Youngest at the time. I was 8 years old. And that's where the pit used to be. Over there, all that area was the coke works. Steam rising up into the air.